Well, howdy diddly dandy there. Charmsters I, Captain of the Steves, and look behind me, people. Update 11 has landed for Towers of Aghasba. Now, I love Towers of Aghasba. I've got a massive playlist for the game. I mean, it's brought out by an indie company. It's got procedurally type elements to it. You're bringing life back to a barren landscape. It's got so many lovely ideas inside of it. The storyline is good as well. It's a captivating, lovely, whimsical game. It didn't have the best launch. It was a bit buggy and rocky at launch. In fact, it didn't even launch at all on some platforms. As soon as you booted the game up, it crashed and people didn't come back to give it a second chance. If the trailers and that captivated you, I would say definitely come back and give it a look. It's had 11 patches. All of them have been substantial. All of them have been free because it's in early beta access. And it's worth a look. So there's a lot of new things coming into this. I can't zoom in any larger on screen. I will try to sort of crop this down so you can see what's going on. But they've added in lots more spawn points for resources. They've added in new colossal seeds. They've improved the lighting, the night and day system. They've included some more ecology around the colossal tree. They've added in a little new guy around the colossal tree that helps you grow your HP and how much damage you can take and stamina that you have and all that sort of stuff. Rather than it just happen ambiently, there's actually now tasks linked to doing that, so it gives a little bit of extra gameplay. They're gamifying the game a little bit more and making it more fun by the sounds of things. They've also added in new ways to traverse the landscape by adding in giant catapults that catapult you into the air. And as you know, in this game you've got a glider that you can glide with. They've also added in air vents that you can spawn around the landscape, so that jots you back up into the air so you can continue on with your traversal. So that's quite nice. But not only that, they've improved the mounts, which we'll get to in a moment, but lighting, graphics, time of day have all been improved massively, and it already looked gorgeous. I imagine it's going to look even more gorgeous when we go in. In the background, I've just been doing the update. The update is there. It's ready for me to play. I keep saying that I'm going to be getting into Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, I've installed Dragon's Dogma 2. It's installed, but things keep getting in the way of me jumping into Dragon's Dogma 2. So I will get into it eventually, but at the moment I'm thinking of maybe jumping back into Towers of Aghasba, giving it a very quick look, and to see what I think with the update. I mean, this video is just to let you know that update 11 is out for Towers of Aghasba, and it's brought in some better quality of life stuff, but not only that, it's brought in a little bit of function to go along with it. Now, they did say one of the things that they were going to work on is a character customization thing on their original roadmap. I mean, yes, you play as a female character inside of this, but you're covered in freaking gear that you wouldn't even know what sort of biological set you are. But it almost looks like, well, yeah, I'm hoping that they bring in a character customization at some stage, just so I can feel a bit more kinship with my player and make my player how I want my player to be. But hopefully that comes soon. Yep. You can carry up to 4 or 5 different armor sets. It's not going to be taking up a lot of equipment slots now. And the economy in KIP has been adjusted yet again. It's already been adjusted a couple of times. They added in farming. They introduced this new sort of KIP type stuff into the game. They've sort of readjusted it now. And I'm hoping it's going to feel a little bit more balanced, risk, reward, and all that sort of shenanigans. They needed to do something around farming. Farming takes a long time, and the actual reward for it felt a little bit short, in my opinion. Hopefully that feels a bit better now. But these developers play their game, and I think they know what is fun and what isn't, and where they want to be. And they also listen to the community's feedback over on the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord for Towers of Aghasba, you need to be, because it's a very vibrant, awesome place. And like I say, they listen. So mounts and motion. All the mounts now have got new behaviors. It's like the one that looks like a kangaroo can actually jump really high now, which makes total sense. Yeah, total sense. So there we go. There's a couple more perks depending on your actual mounts. And here were mentions about the placement of machines added. Wingari Breath and Wingari Catapult alongside new decorative floating rings. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a little bit more fun traversing the landscape inside of Towers of Aghasba now. Build limit rework as well. So the whole building system has had a little bit of a reworking, a little bit of an overhaul. So hopefully we can make more fine-tuned gaffs and towns. To be honest, I haven't gone to town myself in building a town. I've just kept it as very, very much a functional village. But seeing some of the people's creations online makes me think, oh my days, there's depth to this that I just haven't explored. Anyhow, there's a massive sort of adjustment again to the UI, making things a little bit more tellable and what's going on, whether creatures are hungry or not, the damage level, and also when you need to repair your tools. I'm hoping they've done a little bit more to repair tools. I mean, you get quite a lot of junk in this game. It'd be nice if we can just repair tools on the fly using junk. Sadly, it doesn't mention about repairing of tools inside of this patch list, but that's one of my biggest gripes of this game. Also, my other biggest gripe with this game was fast travel. I found myself just using the unstuck button most of the time to get me back to the nearest village. It'd be nice if they introduced some sort of element of magical device that teleports you back to the nearest village that's very little cost, because otherwise people are just going to use the unstuck method. But there we go. There's quite a lot of stuff inside of here that I think people are going to be very interested in. Multiplayer has had improvements to its stability, which it greatly needed. When I joined Kettle last, he was running around just in a T-posing position. And yeah, it wasn't great. The multiplayer in this just hasn't been on par or up to scratch at all. So it's something that I would like to retry, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer. Because you can see here that it's still got some very basic bugs that are still being ironed out. And I don't think it's going to be at a point where you can say it's playable or fun. But I could be wrong. It's a bit unfair for me to say until I've tried it. But looking at the list of the things that they feel that they've ironed out, I feel that they've probably got more to go. Major bugs fixed. So I have not had any major bugs. Grand tree seeds not spawning. Yeah. I've had that one happen. That one has happened. That one has happened. All the other ones here, though, I haven't. Oh, yeah, I've had that one too. Yeah, I've had that one happen as well. So there's a couple that I'm glad to see on the list. Known issues. I like this. I wish a lot of other games developers did this, to list all the known issues, the things that they're working on, the things that they're aware of, the things that they need to fix. Multiplayer is still a work in progress. Until that disappears, until you start seeing other multiplayer stuff. I mean, most of this is multiplayer stuff. Until these are gone, until they're done, it's very... I mean, I read into it from above that they weren't quite there yet. I was right, you know. And I think it's best not to touch multiplayer until it is completely done, unless you are just testing it, which I might do. I might do a test at some point. Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain. Heck yeah, why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much. But yeah, a load of miscellaneous stuff there. The mask collection achievement should now be completable. Nice, that was an issue. Because yeah, I started getting the masks and I could see that the percentage wasn't really getting addressed too much. So I'm glad that that's been worked on. I'm glad that that's fixed. So I will be doing an episode shortly of me jumping in and just doing a little bit of a play test around update 11 of Towers of Aghasba. If that sounds good to you, please hit that like and subscribe button, people inside the viewerverse, and I'll be jumping in to play this. Quite excited for it. Got the update installed. I'm ready to rock and roll. And then hopefully I do want to do Dragon's Dogma 2. But before I do Dragon's Dogma 2, I've also got a couple more demos. I've got this one to play. And I've also got this one here. That needs a little bit of an update. So I want to do Legends of the Round Table demo. And I've also got this Amino Stars Arena, which is a cute little mech game. So Knights of the Round, I think you can guess what that is. Medieval Knights of the Round. And this one is like a little cutesy mech game. I want to play both of those. I also want to do the Towers of Aghasba jump in and have a look at update 11. And then hopefully I get to Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay, alright people, well, salutamondo, goodbye, and goodbye again.